The parade contingent is commanded by Shri Taba Biroy, APPS. The officer has received DGP BSF Commendation Disc for Rashtriya Ekta Divas Parade at Kevadia, Gujarat, and has also led the Arunachal Pradesh Police contingent during the National Unity Day Rashtriya Ekta Divas Parade, while the parade second in command is being honored by Inspector Karo.
डायरेक्टर जनरल ऑफ पुलिस श्री आनंद मोहन जी का आगमन हो चुका है और अब डीजीपी महोदय सलामी मंच की ओर अग्रसर होते हुए डीजीपी महोदय जी के सम्मान में अभी सभी प्लाटून्स के द्वारा जनरल सैल्यूट दी जाएगी।
आदरणीय डीजीपी महोदय, सलामी मंच से अब मुख्य मंच की ओर अग्रसर होती हुई
Under overall supervision of Deputy Commandant Shri Pangatoshi Ao. The 11th Nagaland Armed Police IRBN is based at the Boy Mon in Nagaland. It is also to inform that on similar line, the 5th IRBN contingent of Arunachal Pradesh is participating.
सीधी सलामी मंच की ओर अग्रसर होंगे और अपने शुभ कर कमलों से राष्ट्रीय ध्वज फहराकर आज की आंख मिचोली खेलता हुआ बादलों के साथ दर्शक दीर्घा लगभग पूरी तरह रेजो भारत छोड़ो दुनिया ने अत्यंत अचरज के साथ हैरानी के साथ हिंसा
सभी लोगों को बताते हुए कि स्वतंत्रता दिवस की मुख्य अतिथि राज्य के आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय का आगमन हो चुका है।
मार्च पास्ट का प्रदर्शन होगा उनके लिए आगे ले जाएंगे और अब देवी सदु आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय जी का आगमन हो चुका है।
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय अब सलामी मंच की ओर अग्रसर होते हुए अपने शुभ कर कमलों से राष्ट्रीय ध्वज फहराकर स्वतंत्रता दिवस समारोह का शुभारंभ करेंगे। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय जी के साथ आदरणीय डीजीपी महोदय श्री आनंद मोहन। हमारा गौरव, हमारी शान, राष्ट्रध्वज लहराता हुआ इस
देश
देश
की
के
जनगण की आकांक्षाओं का प्रतीक और मां भारती के सपूतों की उस संकल्प को दोहराता हुआ, तन समर्पित, मन समर्पित और ये जीवन समर्पित, चाहता हूं देश की धरती तुझे कुछ और भी दूं, मन अर्पित, ज्ञान अर्पित, रक्त का कण कण अर्पित।
स्वतंत्रता दिवस पर आपके निरीक्षण कदम अदब धन्यवाद।
परेड निरीक्षण की अनुमति परेड कमांडर के द्वारा लिया गया और अब परेड निरीक्षण के लिए माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय जीप पर सवार होते हुए मुख्यमंत्री महोदय जी के साथ आदरणीय डीजीपी महोदय श्री आनंद मोहन जी और परेड कमांडर ताबा बिरोई।
Let us remember that the tricolor is more than just a flag. It is a symbol of our pride, our history, and our dreams for a brighter tomorrow.
उपस्थित दर्शकों की अभिवादन स्वीकार करते हुए और तमाम लोगों को स्वतंत्रता दिवस की शुभकामनाएं देते हुए
जीप पर सवार माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय धीरे धीरे सभी प्लाटून्स की ओर अग्रसर होते हुए परेड निरीक्षण के लिए। परेड निरीक्षण के वक्त एपीपी बैंड प्लाटून के द्वारा शिवराज धुन बजाई जाएगी।
एपीपी बैंड प्लाटून के द्वारा शिवराज धुन बजाई
और उसी पर माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय स्वतंत्रता दिवस समारोह में भाग लेने वाले सभी प्लाटून्स का नजदीक से निरीक्षण करते अब वापस मुख्य मंच की ओर आते हुए परेड टुकड़ियों के आदान प्रदान के माध्यम से पूर्वोत्तर राज्यों के बीच घनिष्ठ संबंध बनाने और सांस्कृतिक आदान प्रदान को बढ़ावा देने के लिए भारत सरकार की पहल के अनुसार हम भाग्यशाली हैं कि हमारे साथ 11वीं नागालैंड सशस्त्र पुलिस भारतीय रिजर्व बटालियन की परेड टुकड़ी है, जिसकी कमांड प्लाटून कमांडर सशस्त्र बटालियन के एम जांगर के पास है और समग्र पर्यवेक्षण डिप्टी कमांडेंट श्री पंगेर तोशी आओ के अधीन है। 11वीं नागालैंड सशस्त्र पुलिस भारतीय रिजर्व बटालियन नागालैंड के अबोई मोन में है। सभी को सूचित किया जाता है कि इसी तरह अरुणाचल प्रदेश की 5वीं आईआरबीएन टुकड़ी शिलोंग मेघालय में स्वतंत्रता दिवस समारोह में भाग ले रही है। परेड निरीक्षण के पश्चात अब माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय सलामी मंच पर वापस आते हुए
श्रीमान प्रेस को मंच से गुजरने की अनुमति प्रदान कर श्रीमान। श्रीमान
परेड को मंच से गुजरने की आज्ञा
लेने के बाद परेड कमांडर डीवाईएसपी ताबा बिरोई अब शानदार मार्च पास्ट के लिए अपने स्थान की ओर अग्रसर होते हुए
To foster closer ties and promote cultural exchange among northeastern states through the exchange of parade contingents, we are fortunate to have with us parade contingent of 11th Nagaland Armed Police IRBN Battalion, which is commanded by Platoon Commander ABSI KM Changer. It is also to inform that all similar lines, the 5th IRBN contingent of Arunachal Pradesh is participating in the Independence Day Parade at Shillong, Meghalaya.
परेड
कमांडर डीवाईएसपी ताबा बिरोई और परेड वाइसी इंस्पेक्टर कारोपर्टिन अब मार्च पास्ट के लिए अपने निर्धारित स्थान की ओर अग्रसर और उपस्थित तमाम दर्शकों के बीच सभी प्लाटून्स के द्वारा बहुत ही शानदार मार्च पास्ट का प्रदर्शन किया जाएगा। मार्च पास्ट के दौरान अरुणाचल प्रदेश पुलिस ब्रास बैंड के द्वारा आरोग्य के साथ साथ ईटानगर कैपिटल कॉम्प्लेक्स के स्कूल के बच्चे भी कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर कदमों से कदम मिलाकर उपस्थित तमाम लोगों के साथ School
E sector Pulse Platoon और Today Ania को कमांडर प्लाटून को ऐसी है देगी मेजू
Marching on next is the Higher Secondary School, Ganga. Platoon Commander, Mr. Navam Bhai. Platoon TIC, Mr. Arvind Dey. Following close is Government Higher Secondary School, New Delhi. Platoon Commander, Mr. Abhiranjan Kumar. Platoon TIC, Mr. Takam Yaki.
सलामी मंच के सामने ईटानगर एडवेंटिस्ट स्कूल प्लाटून मिसकार के लेने के कमांड पर प्लाटून पॉइसी है मिस्टर ताकाम तापू वीकेबी पीडीसी बैंड प्लाटून जिसे कमांड करे मिस्टर रोमान टोक्यो प्लाटून पॉइसी है मिस्टर कामरा टूजू
Next in line is Moju Mission School Girls, Platoon Commander Ms. Akku Mansoor, Platoon 2IC, Naham Johal.
मौजू मिशन स्कूल बॉयज प्लाटून सलामी मंच के ठीक सामने मिस्टर होपो बेटा के कमांड पर प्लाटून पॉइसी है मिस्टर राजे यम बीच सदन के फासले पर अब सलामी मंच के ठीक सामने डॉन बॉस्को स्कूल स्काउट एंड गाइड बॉयज प्लाटून मिस्टर नाबाब साधु के कमांड पर प्लाटून पॉइसी है मिस्टर प्याबा काका
With the sound of the drum, let us welcome our final contingent, Holy Cross School Band, Platoon Commander Ms. Jardunana, Platoon 2IC Ms. Amon Yari.
दर्शकों की तारीफ के बीच बहुत ही शानदार मार्च पास्ट का प्रदर्शन सभी प्लाटून्स के द्वारा और स्वतंत्रता दिवस समारोह की मुख्य अतिथि माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय सलामी मंच से मुख्य मंच की ओर अग्रसर होते हुए आज का दिन कोई सामान्य दिन नहीं है बल्कि ये एक ऐसा दिन है जो एकता अनुशासन और कड़ी मेहनत के लोग को याद कराता है ये एक ऐसा दिन है जो टीम वर्क और सहयोग की भावना का जश्न मनाता है और इस भावना को समझने और सराहने का इससे बेहतर तरीका क्या हो सकता है कि हम आज
इस विशेष दिन की शुरुआत एक जोश से भरे मार्च पास्ट के साथ करें
मार्चिंग केवल कदमों और गठन से कहीं अधिक है वास्तव में यह अनुशासन एकता सद्भाव और
धैर्य का
धैर्य का
एक सुंदर चित्रण है और उठाया गया हर कदम प्रत्येक प्लाटून के दृढ़ संकल्प और समर्पण का प्रमाण है उपस्थित तमाम दर्शकों की जोरदार तालियों के बीच बहुत ही शानदार मार्च पास्ट का प्रदर्शन और अब सभी स्कूली प्लाटून्स ग्राउंड से बाहर की ओर अग्रसर होते हुए
Indeed, a wonderful
parade by the 27 parade contingents of 11 which are uniformed contingents and the rest are school contingents from various schools of ICR. The parade contingents also include PTC, band platoon and band platoons from VKV, PTC.
दादा आगे रखेगा है कुछ होगा तो नहीं दादा ऊपर नहीं करेगा ऊपर नहीं इसमें मेरा हाथ मूवमेंट में तकलीफ होता है हिल रहा है
स्वतंत्रता दिवस समारोह के अवसर पर अब राज्य के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय उपस्थित जनसभा को संबोधित करेंगे।
We now have Independence Day address by Honorable Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri Pema Khandu ji.
My dear brothers and sisters of Arunachal Pradesh, as the sun rises over the mountains and valleys of our beautiful state, we come together to celebrate the 79th Independence Day of our great nation. It is a day to pause, reflect, and remind us how far we have come together and what promising future we all share. Every Independence Day is a powerful reminder of what unites us: freedom, unity, and progress. From the snow-capped peaks of Tawang to the lush valleys of Tirap, let every chant of Bharat Mata Ki Jai echo with pride across length and breadth of our state. With utmost gratitude, I offer salutations to those great leaders who have contributed to the making of our great nation and our beloved state. The countless freedom fighters, the visionary patriots, our former chief ministers, former legislators, administrators, and public servants who serve with integrity and purpose. It is their collective courage, foresight, leadership, hard work, and commitment that laid the foundation of which Arunachal we stand today. I express my deepest appreciation to the people of Arunachal Pradesh, whose resilience, hard work, and unwavering faith continues to strengthen the soul of our state and inspires our bright future. My dear fellow citizens, today India stands tall as a global leader, a trusted partner, and a beacon of prosperity and resilience. Under the visionary leadership of our beloved Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, India today commands unprecedented recognition and respect on the world stage. My dear friends, our voice is no longer confined within our borders. We are now the fourth largest economy in the world and rapidly advancing to become the third largest. India's leadership resonate across international forums, shaping global conversations. As the leading voice of Global South, we draw strength from the trust of the world places in India and our Prime Minister. The success of Operation Sindoor and Operation Mahadev reflects our collective resolve. Every life matters, and we will protect our people and our borders with strength and determination. Terror has no place in the land of Gandhi, and India will never remain silent in the face of cowardly attacks on our innocent citizens. Guided by the powerful mantra of Vikas Bhi, Virasat Bhi, development with heritage, India is confidently building modern infrastructure, futuristic industry, and global supply chains, all while staying rooted in our timeless cultural values. This is the India we are creating, bold, modern, and yet anchored in its soul. My dear friends, Arunachal Pradesh has a unique and sacred role to play in India's march as a global leader. For us, this is not just a movement of growth. It is a call to preserve and promote our rich indigenous traditions, language, cultures, and crafts. As we shape a Viksit Arunachal, we must strike a beautiful balance, a symphony between ancient wisdom and modern progress. We also bow in gratitude to the heroes of our freedom struggle whose courage and vision laid the foundation of our great republic. From the idols of Mahatma Gandhi to the bravery of Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, and Sukhdev, from the intellect of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to the fire of Subhash Chandra Bose, from the sacrifice of Veer Savarkar to the valor of our own Madmur Jamo and Moje Riva, and the vision of Major Ralangno Bob Curting, whose unwavering resolve ensured that Arunachal found its rightful place in the map of India. Their legacy lights the path towards a Viksit and Atmanirbhar Arunachal Pradesh. Last year, on National Unity Day, we unveiled the Desh Ka Vallabh statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in Tawang. This year, we mark the 150th birth anniversary of the Iron Man of India, a man whose strength and foresight unified over 500 princely states into a single sovereign nation. On this sacred day, let us pledge to carry his dream of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat forward. Our guiding principle is simple: nation first always. Every step we take for Arunachal's progress is also a step stronger India. When Arunachal rises, the nation rises with us. This year, we make a historic milestone, the Golden Jubilee Arunachal Pradesh Legislative Assembly. This is more than just a celebration of 50 years. It is a shining symbol of our democratic spirit and collective resilience. The journey of Arunachal Pradesh has been nothing short of extraordinary. From the early days of Northeast Frontier Tracks to NEFA to the Union Territory in 1972 and finally becoming the 24th state of the Indian Union in 1987, our path to statehood is among the most fascinating chapters in Indian history. Over the past 5 decades, our assembly has been guardian of our democratic aspirations, shaping laws, guiding governance, preserving our age-old heritage, and promoting communal harmony. We pay tribute to the visionaries who shaped our path. But let us never forget, the real strength behind the journey is you, the people. The strength of our democracy lies in your hand, and it is your continued engagement that will ensure governance remains transparent, accountability, and people's first. Dear friends, it gives me immense pride to share that on 10th August, we inaugurated the new building of the Honorable Guwahati High Court, Itanagar Bench. I am confident that this court, this beacon of justice for the people of Arunachal Pradesh, will play an essential role in protecting the rights of the marginalized and providing swift and fair justice, a place where the rule of the law prevails, where fairness and integrity guide every judicial process. This historic occasion coincided with Silver Jubilee celebrations, marking 25 years of judiciary dedicated service in Arunachal Pradesh and the anniversary of establishment of the Bar Association. Alongside, we take concrete steps to implement these 3 new criminal laws which represent the fundamental shift from retribution to real justice. This will be another major stride in bringing justice closer to the people and in strengthening our democratic institutions so they remain strong, accessible, and responsive. When we speak of Arunachal's growth story, we just not speak in numbers, but the lives of our farmers and mothers, our youth and elders, our towns and villages. We speak how each sector is rising in shape as proud, prosperous, and self-reliant Arunachal. Every road built, every school opened, every crop harvested, and every job created is a step forward in our collective progress. As I have always maintained, this progress is not the hard work of the government alone. It is a spirit of Team Arunachal, where every citizen is a participant as well as a decision maker. Over the past decade, Arunachal Pradesh has made remarkable economic strides. Our gross state domestic products (GSDP) has increased by 166%. State-owned resources have grown remarkably by 384%, reflecting strong fiscal health. Per capita income has more than doubled, rising by 105%, providing that development is reaching to the people and lives are improving across the state. One of the most visible makers of progress is our road network. In the past 10 years, our total road length has increased by 251%. Our pace of construction has increased from 300 km per year in 2016 to more than 1,800 km per year in the year 2024-25. We are now building a strategic frontier highway, a lifeline of growth and national security with an investment of over 55,000 crores. Under the Vibrant Village program, we are constructing 1,046 kilometers of road to connect 125 border villages backed by 2,205 crores in investment. The inclusion of 67 villages on the Indo-Myanmar border and 55 on the Indo-Bhutan border under the Phase 2 reflects our commitment to the strategic border villages which are being equipped with all-weather road access, 4G telecom connectivity, television connectivity, on-grid electrification. Our progress in air connectivity has been remarkable. This year, we inaugurate the new terminal building of the Doni Polo Airport. I am pleased to share that we will soon begin daily flights to Delhi along the existing daily flights to Calcutta. We have also taken bold steps in civil cargo operations. Cargo operations from Itanagar Airport has begun. This is helping us in transforming our unique mandarin oranges, kiwi, and orchids and indigenous goods to market across the country and beyond. We are exploring expansion of cargo service from our Krishi Udan Airport at Teju as well. I am proud to share that on 3rd September, Arunachal Pradesh will be hosting the Northeast Aviation Summit here in Itanagar. The landmark event will be a major milestone in Arunachal's aviation journey. It will unlock new investment and connectivity opportunities. In healthcare, the transformation has been visible and impactful. Just 9 years ago, our people had to travel long distance outside the state for basic medical care. Today, Arunachal Pradesh boasts modern hospital, diagnostic facilities, and accessible healthcare services. We have extended cashless health cover to over 2 lakh families in the state. This is to ensure that financial limitations never stand the way of treatment. We recently inaugurated the Arunachal Pradesh Patient Guest House in Vellore, providing our people with safe and affordable accommodation during their treatment at CMC Vellore. The Patient's Guest House has 28 rooms which will support over 5,500 of our citizens seeking treatment under CMAAY at CMC Vellore each year. Booking of this guest house will start by tomorrow, that is 16 August. We are also expanding access to medical education and skilled healthcare professions. Postgraduate courses in 12 specialists and even a super specialty cardiology program has been launched at TRIMS, our state's first medical college. Further, we are establishing 2 more institutions. One institution of pharmaceutical sciences at Sujusa, 2 institutions of allied health services at Jang. This will help us create a new generation of professionals in critical allied sectors. A shining example of our commitment to dignity and care is the Chief Minister's organ transplant scheme. This unique initiative provides life-saving financial support to citizens in medical emergencies. Already more than 200 patients have received support for kidney transplantation. Now we are expanding this assistance to rupees 10 lakhs for kidney transplants, rupees 15 lakhs for bone marrow transplants, and rupees 20 lakhs for liver transplant, because no life should be lost due to lack of resources. We dedicated this year, the year of 2024-25, to our youth. We empower our youth, the architects of the future whose dynamism is driving change towards nationwide. We have also introduced the Arunachal Pradesh State Youth Policy 2025, a dynamic roadmap built on 9 youth development goals, from quality education, sustainable job, skill hub, healthy lifestyle, sports and adventure, cultural expression, preservation of our heritage, youth leadership to an inclusive society, with a key focus on modern skill rooting in tradition, sports, adventure tourism, strong government, NGO, community partnership, and equal opportunities for both rural and urban youth, ensuring that the young generations can learn, lead, and contribute to the state and nation building. As we move forward, green industrialization will be the backbone of Arunachal's vibrant economic future. Our vision is to build an economy that is innovative, sustainable, and youth-driven. In the recent held first Raising Northeast Investor Summit in May 2025, we signed MOU worth rupees 6,375 crores, focusing on carbon credit, monetization, bamboo plantation, biofuel, and other green sectors. With a budget of rupees 10,037 crore, the Unnati scheme of Government of India is poised to revolutionize our region, having already attracted 29 industry registration to create jobs and enhance prosperity. In addition, our Industrial Development and Investment Policy 2025 offers dedicated support to MSMEs, local industries, and green innovators, aligning with Unnati for holistic industrial growth and development. Alongside industries, our young entrepreneurs are scripting a quiet revolution across our hills and valleys. Under the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Swavalamban Yojana, we are investing rupees 488 crores to support 2,648 youth and women entrepreneurs in setting up and operating their ventures. The Arunachal Pradesh Innovation and Investment Park has already incubated 106 startups in last 5 years. And this year alone, we have received 512 applications for incubation support, a testament to the unstoppable energy of our youth. Let us now work together to support Arunachal's first unicorn startup, built from the mountains but working from the world. We are also in the process of implementing YES, Youth Empowering Spheres, Arunachal Portal, which will act as one-stop gateway to explore, apply, and benefit from all the youth-related schemes and opportunities. Friends, our economic progress must walk hand in hand with the celebration of our identity, our stories, and our people. That is why we have launched the One Tribe, One Wave mission to honor the weavers who carry our legacy in every thread. Across Arunachal, vibrant hands has spinning traditional into modernity, and we are standing beside them, not just in spirit, but with financial, technical, and mentorship support. This heritage is now shining far and beyond borders. Our first GI festival in New Delhi, themed craft, cuisine, and culture, was a national celebration of Arunachal's spirit, showcasing 20 unique GI tag products from handloom and agriculture. We will now make GI festivals a regular calendar event and are aiming for another 50 GI tag products by 2030. Every tag tells a story. Every recognition is a tribute to our soul of our land. Our youth are not just shaping Arunachal's culture future. They are also scripting a bold sports revolution. With the launch of Mission Olympics, we are identifying and nurturing talents in 5 Olympic and Paralympic sports, providing professional coaching and world-class facilities. The target is clear: Arunachal's representation in the 2028 and 2032 Olympics. At the domestic level too, our athletes are making waves. We proudly secured the second position among the northeastern states at the 38th National Games 2025, a strong reflection of the rising sporting spirit across our villages, towns, and schools. We are first emerging as a preferred destination for hosting national and international tournaments. The successful hosting of SAFF Under-19 Football Championship with 6 participating nations has put Arunachal on the global football map. From the 77th Santosh Trophy finals to the South Asian Table Tennis Champions and tournaments in chess, boxing, badminton, rafting, and other sports calendar has never been this vibrant. Since 2016, we have witnessed the drastic and revolutionary transformation in women's economic empowerment. Today, I am proud to share that we have mobilized over 1.4 lakh women into more than 14,000 self-help groups across the state. Across Arunachal, they are running catering units, poultry farms, taxi service, and wide range of local enterprises. To strengthen their resilience and enable income generation, we have extended Rs 1 lakh as fixed deposit support to over 3,400 SSGs. These are not just mere financial transfers. They are strategic investment in the dreams, dignity, and economic power of our women. It is truly inspiring to see our women emerging as a catalyst of socio-economic change in their homes as well as in their communities. In a major leap forward, we are partnering with NITI Aayog and Government of India to establish a women entrepreneur cell. This dedicated cell will provide aspiring women entrepreneurs with resources, mentorship, incubation support, and market access, helping them turn their ideas into enterprise and enterprise into movements. To ensure that no citizen is left behind, we are creating an ecosystem where Divangjans, our differently able citizens, are empowered to lead a life of dignity, purpose, and pride. This year, we hosted a Purple Fest offering platform for skill development, access to resource, and networking opportunities for our differently able friends. We have also distributed AI-powered KIBO devices into 20 educational institutions. This device turns printed text into audio in real time, reducing dependence on Braille. This is how we are building a future where every citizen can learn, grow, and thrive on their own terms. This year, we are celebrating the Year of Human Capital, not as a slogan, but as a firm commitment to invest our greatest strength, our people. Whether it is education, skill building, health, innovation, entrepreneurs, our goal is clear. Empower our citizens to live with dignity, create with purpose, and dream without limits. To drive this transformation, we have launched the Chief Minister's 25 action points, a blueprint for this progress. These points cover the essential healthcare, education, road, livelihood, but more importantly, they put focus back where it belongs on our people. Through Sarkar Aapke Dwar and Seva Aapke Dwar 2.0, we have taken government straight to the doorsteps of the people. Over 15 lakh citizens have received scheme benefit through 1,100 plus outreach camps. Under the Cabinet Aapke Dwar initiative, we are holding cabinet meetings not in offices, but in the heart of our districts. Our first meeting in Nyapin, followed by Kibito, alongside the Tiranga Yatra at Walong, marked a shift from top-down governance to listening, learning, and acting at the grassroots. More such meetings will follow. No issue is too remote, no voice is too small. This year, we will launch the Mukhyamantri Viksit Arunachal Fellowship in collaboration with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Center for Policy Research and Analysis at IIM Shillong. Young professionals will work on ground and with district administration, helping solve problems where they matter most. In our journey towards smarter governance, technology is our backbone. We have launched the online building permission system and a digital platform in Itanagar Capital Region where citizens can apply for water connections, pay bills, and raise grievances from their phones. With the policy stability and long-term vision, we have endeavored to create a system that is transparent, accountable, and responsive to the emerging needs and aspirations of our citizens. With every reform in governance. We are updating our governance and administrative system to best with fairer, simpler, and closer to the people. My dear sisters and brothers, as we honor this sacred day of India's independence, let us renew our shared promises to shape this Viksit Arunachal. Today, I want to speak from my heart about 5 powerful promises. These are not just slogans, but guiding principles for our journey ahead. They are the 5 Pratigyas, our collective commitment to Arunachal and Bharat. Let us own this vision and let us make every promise count in action. Dear friends, the number 1 Pratigya is education, empowering the next generation. Education is the strongest foundation for a vibrant and empowered Arunachal. Over the years, we have moved with purpose. No child left behind, no school overlooked, and no corner of our land untouched by the quality learning. This is why our first Pratigya is every child in Arunachal will have access to inclusive and future-ready education. This year, over 2,645 students have cracked the NEET exam from our state, and that is more than 50% of those who appeared. I would like to especially congratulate Tumi Hina, who topped the state with an outstanding score of 99.87%. We are all supporting our brightest mind to reach the world best under the scheme of the academic excellence. For our first group of students will be studying at the top 150 global universities. To make this vision real, we have launched the Mission Shikshit Arunachal 2029, our bold roadmap to implement the national education policy. We are saying goodbye to outdated, unresourced school. Instead, we are building modern intra-village school with hostel, smart classroom, and playgrounds. Teachers are being deployed as per the RTE norms. Just recently, we have launched Rs 750 crore worth of projects for upgrading schools, hostels, staff quarters, and over 390 PM Poshan kitchen sheds. We have embraced the future. We are not forgetting who we are. Indigenous language and tribal cultures are being woven in school curriculums. Pratigya number 2, agriculture, the driving transformation. Agriculture in Arunachal Pradesh is more than a livelihood. It is our way of life. Collaborating closely with our farmers, we have enhanced productivity, increased income, and championed sustainable farming, visible transformation, fields and villages. We extend our gratitude to Honorable Prime Minister for transferring over Rs 330 crores directly to the bank account of our farmers through PM Kisan. Through the mission organic value chain, over 15,000 farmers have embraced chemical-free practices, accessing premium market across India. The numbers speak of real impact. Over 1 lakh soil health card has been distributed, 96,000 plus Kisan credit card has been issued, 43,000 plus machines and tools has been provided, 34,700 plus farmers empowered under state's flagships Atmanirbhar schemes. Our vision for thriving rural economy is realized through Arunachal Pradesh Agriculture Policy 2025-35 and Horticulture Policy 2025-35, promoting organic and climate resilient farming, global market access, and modern agriculture infrastructure. The Agriculture Prosperity Fund supports farmers with tools and credits. With the Kiwi and Spice mission, boost productivity. Technology connects even remote farmers to expert advice and modern tools. These steps aim to expand high-value crop and promote sustainable chemical-free farming for a long-term growth. We aspire to make Arunachal Pradesh the orchid capital of the world by building a complete orchid value chain from cultivation to global market. Crude palm oil mills in Roing and Ruksin drive our self-reliance in oil seeds, while 108 natural farming clusters spread over 5,400 hectares lay the foundation for sustainability. Exciting opportunities in fish farming Backyard poultry, organic vegetables, medicinal plants, beekeeping, and floriculture are empowering people to craft their own success stories, making a shift towards proactive enterprise beyond government support. In this journey, cooperative and farmer producers organizations are becoming pillars of our local strength. Today, over 1,450 cooperatives are active across Arunachal Pradesh, bringing people together to start on their own feet, earn better, and grow faster together. My dear friends, this is our second pratigya to make every farmer smridhi so that Arunachal becomes Samrad. Today, I am not just speaking as a chief minister, I speak as a son of the soil, as a servant of his rivers and mountains and his forest. I speak on the soul of Arunachal Pradesh because no development is worth if it costs us the very breath of this land. Over the past year, we have taken bold steps to ensure we preserve our natural wealth, to make our towns and villages greener and cleaner. We have launched eco-friendly e-buses on World Tourism Day, promoted the 5 Rs, refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and rethink, and expanded solar energy use under the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Our goal is to generate 150 megawatt of rooftop solar capacity by 2030. Our efforts also include restoring wasteland, protecting tigers, and nurturing forests through initiatives like Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, with over 47 lakh saplings planted. But real changes happens when people lead. Take green rowing in lower Dibang Valley, a movement powered by community spirit. I am grateful to Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for recognizing this event, this effort on his Man Ki Baat address. Our Siluk village in East Siang, once strewed with waste, now a shining national example with zero waste living, featured in NCERT textbook. The message is clear: when our people act, nature heals. In this year ahead, our focus will sharpen, double on renewable energy capacity, expand community-led natural farming, make every town plastic-free, build biodiversity park and ecotourism zones, train our youth to become the green warriors. So when we say Viksit Arunachal by 2047, let us not picture a concrete jungle. Let us imagine a land that is green, clean, and serene, where rivers are safe to drink, air is safe to breathe, and children can dream of both progress and peace. And that is our third pratigya. We shall always ensure development in harmony with nature. The fourth pratigya, green energy powering Arunachal, empowering Bharat. My dear friends, as we step into building towards Viksit Arunachal 2047, let us talk about a force that is silently transforming our future, the green energy. With unmatched natural potentials, Arunachal is becoming India's green energy powerhouse. Our hydropower and critical mineral resources like graphite, vanadium, limestone, dolomite will power solar panels, batteries, and electric mobiles for decades to come. Big projects are underway. The 2,000 megawatt Subansiri Lower project will be ready by May 2026. The 2,880 megawatt Dibang multipurpose project is on track for completion by February 2032. In the next 3 years alone, we will kick off work on new hydropower projects worth rupees 2 lakh crores, adding another 19 gigawatts of capacity. These projects are not just about energy, they are about empowerment. They will bring over 4,000 crores annually as free power to our state and 750 crores to support local area development. Every year, nearly 2,000 crores in dividends will flow directly to the state. That means better roads, better school, better lives. In addition, there will be 30,000 direct jobs in constructions and operations and another 16,000 through support services. This is employment, dignity, and stability for thousands of families. The number speaks of themselves. 18 million metric tons of cement, 1.1 million tons of steel, and 90 million cubic meters of aggregate will be needed. This is an industrial ecosystem in making. not just Arunachal, but for the entire Northeast. The Siang Upper Multipurpose Project was declared as a national project by the Government of India way back in 2008. We are all aware of its strategic significance, both for India's water and national security, and for the Siang region's continued peace and prosperity existence. We are also mindful and appreciative of our concerns that has been raised by some of our Adi brothers and sisters. We have been holding detailed consultations with people of all the likely affected areas of the alley this concern. Based on these detailed consultations, the peoples of Riga and Riu village of Siang district have signed MOU for support in preparation of the pre-feasibility report of Siang Upper Multipurpose Project. I thank the people of Riga and Riu villages for their support. I assure the people of Siang region that we will remain committed on holding detailed consultation in future as well. We recognize that Arunachal Pradesh, by virtue of its immense hydropower potential, also holds India's largest capacity for generating carbon credits. As a powerful tool in mitigating climate impact, with the global carbon trading market projected to reach over $10 trillion, we are strategically positioning Arunachal Pradesh at the forefront of this green economy. I am pleased to share that we have secured the issuance of 16,326 carbon credits in 2023-24 and are in advanced stages for approval of an additional 7,275 carbon credits in 24-25. Each carbon credit represents the reduction of 1,000 kilograms of carbon emission, a testament of our tangible contribution towards reducing the global carbon footprint. These efforts are not only critical for environment, but also they open up new avenues for economic opportunities for our people, especially for our youth, entrepreneurs, and local communities. To guide this journey, we are creating Arunachal Pradesh Energy Vision and Action Plan 2047. With clear targets of next 5, 10, and 22 years, green energy will be our strength, our export, and our identity. Friends, we have declared the year 2025 to 2035 as the decade of hydropower. This is our fourth Pratigya, a decade-long mission to fast-track all green energy projects, revive stalled one, and embrace public-private partnership. It is a call to action for revenue, for job, and for sustainability. Pratigya 5, sustainable tourism, the engine of growth. With better connectivity, world-class infrastructure, and growing ecosystem, Arunachal Pradesh is ready to emerge as a top tourism destination. In just few years, tourist footfall has more than doubled between 2025 to 2024. It is no coincidence. It is a result of our consistent effort, and we are determined to take this even further. With strong policy support, focused incentives, and training program, our newly launched Arunachal Tourism Policy 2025-30 sets a bold and clear goal to position our state as a premier tourism destination through world-class infrastructure, niche tourism promotion, and sustainable practices. It focuses on strengthening road network, developing eco-friendly accommodation, expanding digital tourism platform, and promoting adventure tourism, spiritual circuits, farm tourism, and wine tourism, all aimed at creating jobs and boosting our economy across multiple sectors. We are focusing on niche segments that celebrate what makes us unique, like ecotourism, adventure tourism, travel and culture tourism, spiritual and wellness tourism, farm and film tourism, food and beverage tourism, mines tourism, and border tourism. And the world is taking notice. Arunachal recently won the Best Adventure Tourism Destination Award in India International Travel Mart 2025. Anini, the jewel of Dibang Valley, shined bright again, winning the Outlook Traveler Award for Best Offbeat Mountain Destination. This year also witnessed the Grand Arunachal Himalayan Odyssey thrill run, a 2,000-kilometer supercar rally across the Trans-Arunachal Highway, from the Pangsu Pass on Myanmar border to the Bumla Pass on the Tibet border, celebrating our roads, landscapes, and indomitable spirits. Let us recognize the growing influence of tourism, which strengthened our identity, driving our economy and connecting Arunachal Pradesh to the world. Arunachal is not just a destination, it is an experience where scenery transforms visitors. Hence, tourism becomes our fifth pratigya, a powerful pledge to contribute a Viksit Bharat by celebrating nature, powering our people and sharing Arunachal's unique story globally. We are building Arunachal that is Sundar, Swachh, Surakshit, Shikshit, Swachh and Samriddhi. Beautiful and clean, safe for every citizen, educated, healthy and prosperous in every field. This is not just a slogan, it is a roadmap to the future. A future where every village shines, every citizen thrives, and Arunachal becomes a model for holistic development. My dear sisters and brothers, the Arunachal of our dream cannot be built by government alone. It must be risen from every hand, every heart, every home. This vision is not mine alone, it belongs to each and every one of us. When citizens become active partners in progress, development is no longer a policy, it becomes a movement. Viksit Arunachal 2047 will not be written by documents but by you, the people. Beyond every statistics I shared today lies a story. A story where a woman who leads the future, a story where a student who realizes his or her dream, a story, a farmer thrives in prosperity. These are our story, this speech, this state, this vision of Viksit Bharat, it belongs to you all. To our women, you are the strength of our homes, the backbone of our economy, and the torch bearers of our culture. When you rise, Arunachal rises. To our farmers, your hand feed us, your labor sustain us, your dignity define us. Arunachal's prosperity will always rest on your strength and your shoulder. And to our youth, this is your Amrit Kal. You are not just inheriting a future, you are shaping it. In a Viksit Arunachal, your role is pivotal. You are the bridge between tradition and transformation, between aspirations and achievement. Whenever you wear the national jersey, launch a startup from a small town, or serve in a remote village, your energy, innovations, and leadership will define what Arunachal looks in 2047. And to the communities, you are the soul of a Viksit Arunachal. Your role in grassroots governance, climate resilience, cultural pride, and bottom-up planning is irresistible. This journey cannot be driven from top, it must be grown from within, empowered by our unity and participation. Let us work together for a Viksit Arunachal 2047. I invite all of you to share your ideas and suggestions. Together, let us build Arunachal, a dream of us. Before I conclude, I want to make a heartfelt appeal, and I call upon each and every citizen to take these 5 pran, our collective pledge for a Viksit Arunachal. Pran number 1, keep Arunachal clean, keep Arunachal proud. Let us make cleanliness a habit in our homes, streets, and rivers. Let's Arunachal shine, not just in beauty, but in pride. Pran 2, live green, respect nature. Let us plant trees, save water, cut plastics, and work in harmony with nature. Let Arunachal lead India's green future. Pran 3, buy local, build local, vocal for local. Let us support our farmers, artisans, and entrepreneurs. Every Swadeshi choice strengthens our economy and our people. Pran number 4, be digitally smart, be future ready. Let us embrace digital tools with wisdom, especially for learning, business, and governance. Let us prepare our youth for the opportunities of tomorrow. And pran number 5, be alert, support law and order. Let us stand with our police, report wrongdoings, and protect harmony in our communities. Peace and security are everyone's responsibility. Every morning, as the first ray of the sun touches our mountains, they carry a promise. Our best days are yet to come. In the words of Bharat Ratna, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, I quote, Our aim may be as high as the endless sky, but we should have a resolve in our mind to work ahead, hand in hand, for victory will be ours, unquote. So let us make together, let us walk together, shoulder to shoulder, step by step, towards that horizon of hope. Jai Hind, Jai Arunachal.
I shall read out the names of gold medal awardees, followed by the silver medal awardees, and thereafter the commendation certificate awardees. The gold medal awardees are Havaldar and Honorary Nayab Subedar Leki Pasang, retired, 2nd Battalion, Arunachal Scouts. The silver medal awardees are Chomlo Monko Mithun Farmers Federation, Shri Rinzin Pema, Miss Vishakha Yadav, Shri Philip Jerang, Shri Diwan Mara, Miss Naing Pertin, Dr. Peter Taing, Shri Ganesh Das. The commendation certificate is awarded to Miss Bini Yachu, Miss Pooja Sonam, Engineer Chow Trinam Menche, Shri Ojing Lego, Shri Sera Kamdar Tok, Shri Thomgon Thali, Shri Priyam Borthakur, Shri Langan Wangsu, Shri Ram Naresh Kumar, Engineer Tadar Tarang, Shri Kamal Nath De, Shri Panam Duku, Shri Nuri John, Shri Motlam Mate, Shri Kime Laling, Shri Deepu Kumar Das, Shri Don Misong, and Shri Jasbir Singh. Honorable President of India has been pleased to award President's Medal for Distinguished Service to Shri Take Ringu, Inspector General of Police, Arunachal Pradesh.
ताबा विरोही सलामी मंच की ओर आते हुए
For more news, follow and subscribe Arunachal News coverage in Facebook page and YouTube channel to get latest local and national news. Thank you for continuing support our channel. Call us for news coverage or advertisement at the given number in the screen.
Welcome to Arunachal News coverage. Stay tuned. Welcome to Arunachal News coverage. Stay tuned. Welcome to Arunachal News coverage. Stay tuned. Welcome to Arunachal News coverage. Stay tuned.